Alright, so I wanted to keep this video nice and short, but as you can see, Pixel Piece finally re-released after its long hiatus and revamping, and I'll try to be as honest as possible and point out what I've seen throughout my 2 hours of playing the game so far. And this does come with pros and cons, so I'll be seeing both sides, and this might not even be everything in the game, but like I said, it's just what I've been seeing so far throughout those 2 hours. So let me go ahead and get started with joining the game, of course. The main menu. It looks a lot cleaner. I kind of love the other one because it just felt like this dark, eerie feeling. It was detailed. It had more livelihood in it, I guess. But I guess this is simple and efficient. You know, new players could just click play and then click play and then boom, you're inside the game. Which the other one wasn't. I'm not saying the other one wasn't simple. It just looked better and not as confusing. But from there, I noticed that I think they removed ranked PvP for the meantime. I don't know if that's how you got into the ranked PvP, where you just go to the main menu and click ranked. But if they did, that was the correct choice, since the PvP in the game ain't looking so good. The PvP looks like shit in my opinion, which I will get to that in a moment here, but I will say right now, don't PvP. It's not worth your time. But yeah, the customization in the main menu, it's simple, interactive, efficient. You just go ahead and click on your character. You could actually buy more slots to play the game even more if you want to. I wouldn't know why, but that's your choice. Grinding up to 500 is pretty insane in my opinion. But yeah, you can click your character, customize it. It feels the same. It's just simple, I guess. You will erase everything. The GUI fits the theme well, and that's basically all for that. Now, getting into the actual game, you can see, from my standpoint at least, the game has great to decent visuals. Nothing has really changed from before. It's vibrant, lively, everything moves, it's aligned with the idea of being pixelated. The visual effects are very interesting and captivating. It's bright, and the UI looks the same. Other than that, there hasn't been a lot of changes to the actual map, which I guess it was fine because there wasn't really any problems with it. Now, there were some changes on some islands, like the central island, which looks way better now in my opinion. Looks great, so I guess that's the plus. But other than that, there are a lot of things they gotta work on. And first of all, the PvP. It's quite annoying. It's quite unskilled. You can literally go up to a player or NPC and infinite comboing them in the air until they die. It's insane to me how an evasive or a dodge could fix this infinite comboing problem. They might not have seen it, but I told you guys, infinite comboing in the air or air comboing was gonna be an issue. And I don't know how it's gonna be an issue, but as we can see now, you can literally infinite combo them. And there's a lot of people saying that it's a huge problem, and it is, because you could one-shot people, and that's not fun. That's not fun when you get one-shotted. And from there, you could even have a sky battle with other players, because you could air combo one of them, and then if they get hidden, they could air combo you, and then if they get hidden, you can air combo them. It's infinite. It's infinite. It's unrealistic, and it feels like a bug, which I think it is. And if you use Fisherman Karate, the new style, which I do like, by the way, don't get me wrong, I like the effects, I love the skill set, it's nicely created, but the balancing on the stats, it's so overpowered. One move, the 700 damage. I don't know if it's my level or it's my stats, but the shark punch does so much damage, it melts. How can you use that in PvP when it does 1/4 of the player's HP and there's nothing for them to recover or even like dodge with? All they gotta do is hold block and parry. And by the way, the parry system, it's simple, but like I feel like it's too simple. You can literally press G and then if they hit you, they get parried. I feel like it should be a timing thing, like an actual blocking timing thing, instead of you press a button and you have the ability to guarantee a parry. But yeah, with all that being said, the combat just doesn't feel mechanical enough. It just feels simple. It feels unskilled. You can literally die to anybody as long as they have an overpowered fruit or style that has huge AoE and they pour all their stats into it. And if they do that, it'll turn it into easy mode. It's a balancing issue. And from there, you know, the central island, the actual place where you buy the fruits, that shop is broken for some reason. You can't buy new fruits. The sea beast log post doesn't work, so I don't even know where the fuck the sea beast is, and I don't bother myself trying to find it. And I don't even know where the log town is, so I don't have the log post, and I don't want to bother myself trying to find it. Excuse me, I don't want to bother myself trying to find it, since you could literally grind on Fishman Island and it'll be the same, since everything in this goddamn game is a bandit beater. There's no change. The NPCs are smooth brained. The AI isn't that great. You know, they attack, but that's it. Their only attack is like a punch. For bosses like Arlong, they only have like 1 or 2 moves and that's it. There's nothing really complex about them. The only 2 ones that are unique is probably the gorilla and the sea beast. Those are good bosses right there, but I wish they paid more attention to the smaller ones, because then it'll make the game interactive. You actually have to play instead of you sit there, air combo them, and then they're dead, you know? And with all that being said, thank God they added codes, because the grinding for new players is going to be horrendous and mind-breaking. But the question still comes to mind on whether or not you should play the game on the re-release. And in my opinion, first of all, I want to say that do whatever the fuck you want, because it's your choice, not mine. But for me, I'll probably just get to max level and like hop off the game until the next update.